Good evening, friends. Welcome to episode 10 of the SuperLarz vlog. Today's date, July 28th, 2026. And I'm inviting you to come along, so buckle up, strap in, and let's go. It is a very warm, sunny day here in San Diego. Not quite as humid as it has been the last couple days. There are a ton of people out enjoying the beach, a ton of people playing spike ball. Spike ball is a very popular game here at the beach, and you can see several games going on right now. So we made it 10 episodes in. Can't believe we are 10 episodes in. Time has flown by over the past week and a half. They said it couldn't be done. For today's episode, I think we're just going to take a long walk down the boardwalk in Mission Beach. I had planned on playing some pickleball this evening, but we didn't realize it was basketball night at the rec center, so no pickleball. So we're going to take a nice little stroll down the beach. We're going to check out some of the houses here, some of the cooler looking, more unique looking houses. Maybe catch a sunset and see what everyone's up to. I didn't know that I'd be able to do it this long. I didn't know what to expect really. When we started out, I didn't even know how to edit videos. So I think that's gotten a lot better over the course of the 10 videos. I think episode 1 versus episode 9, the editing is a lot better. 9, maybe not the best. I think episode 8 is probably the best one we've done so far, but we continue to improve, work on them one episode at a time. And by the time we get to episode 100, perhaps they'll be pretty dang good. But right now, we're still learning, still trying to figure out what direction to go in and really see where the wind takes us. The lifeguards have been very active, driving our little buggy back and forth for the last couple minutes. I think they're trying to wrap up for the day, trying to get everything in order, make sure everyone is good to go. So far, the daily vlog has completely exceeded my expectations. I was not expecting nearly as many views over the first couple episodes. I really haven't told anyone that I'm doing this project, and I really haven't tried to get it out there because I know as I'm starting out, I really have a lot of skills to learn when it comes to video editing and stitching together a story. So I wanted to get a lot of practice in, and 10 episodes is not a lot, but it was a good amount of practice, and I think the improvements have been pretty substantial over the course of the 10 days. So we'll see where things continue to go. I do have a fairly demanding job, which offers me a lot of flexibility. However, it can be a lot of long hours when it's busy, and right now we are pretty busy, which is nice, but starting a vlog while I'm really busy at work, it's led to some really late nights and really a minimum amount of sleep. For better or worse, as we started this vlog, we had the major event last week, Comic-Con here in San Diego. And I really didn't want to have anything major going on in the first couple episodes because I just really didn't know how awkward they were going to be. I think things were pretty awkward, but improving. They still are, but we're getting better. But Comic-Con was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got a lot of it on video because it'll be something we're able to look back on in the future and kind of see how things have grown, but really just kind of get a pulse of where pop culture was in the middle of 2026. Anyway, the point is, going into this, I think I wanted to do a daily vlog, 1 episode per day, every day, without skipping episodes. But I think inevitably, this is just going to be a mostly everyday vlog. We'll see how it goes, but I don't think right now with my current schedule, I have the ability to do this every single day. We're gonna try. I just don't know how I'm gonna keep it interesting enough for everyone to continue watching. We'll see how things go. I have some activities planned this week. I think we're going to go to a baseball game, maybe even 2 baseball games over the next couple days. I think we're going to do our first theme park vlog over the weekend. We'll see though, we're still working on those plans. Not sure which theme park. Even here in the middle of Mission Beach where it's less densely populated, there are still a good amount of people on the beach, but certainly less than in the areas where there are more houses and a more dense population. The waves have been a little bit bigger than normal the last few days. I think there's a storm off the coast in Mexico that is causing a little bit choppier surf and some dangerous currents. When you're going into the ocean, regardless if there's lifeguards around or how calm the surf looks, you always got to be aware of the different currents. You want to make sure there are no major rip currents or anything like that going on. You should always check the surf conditions before going in the ocean, because one wrong move and you never know what can happen. Typically the weather websites post the surf conditions or post any kind of warnings, but usually the lifeguard towers will have that information as well. This one is one of the more unique houses on the walk. I don't really know what type of architecture it fits into, but got some wood columns there on the bottom, a little patio up top, and one on the mid-level there. And it does have a very interesting and different type of architecture and shape than a lot of the other properties that we'll see here along the walk. This house is very modern looking, almost a little bit too modern with that grayish look that everything else has now. It does have big windows there on the right side of it. They look pretty cool. Right next door we have this house with a much more unique look. It looks like there are some horse statues there on the balcony along with some Christmas trees, so pretty cool. Definitely a different vibe than a lot of the other houses around here. I really like this spiral staircase in this property going up to the rooftop deck. Probably catch great sunsets up there. It looks like the deck itself is multiple levels. You can see this property heavily under construction. Looks like it's for sale as well, so if you're looking for a 4-bed, 3.5 bath house right on the beach and you have a couple extra $1 million, this might be a good opportunity. This is a pretty cool looking modern house. Got the green roof, huge windows, and the cool style that separates it from some of the other properties here that are pretty generic looking. This construction project appears to be a lot more substantial, taking place over a couple different lots. But the boardwalk is always changing, always evolving, and there's always new properties going up. I really like the curved window there on the end of this one, as well as the roof that looks like it's a wave. And then the sliding doors here on the other side are all curved around the building. This house has those big fancy columns on the bottom floor and the arches, going over those nice big windows with a balcony there on the second floor. It's a little bit smaller than some of the other ones, but still would be a great place to spend a week or spend a vacation here at the beach. This property looks like it has a few different units. The steps going up to one of the upper floors there have some pretty cool cutouts and still pretty big windows. And it looks like every floor has a nice little balcony. Here we have Hamel's Castle. It is one of the houses here in Mission Beach, closest to Belmont Park. Very unique architecture, but it does look like it needs a little bit of work. It looks a little bit worse for wear in some spots. This particular property is pretty unique here on the boardwalk. It does look like it needs some work. some of the wood paneling there on the upper floor is falling apart, but hopefully this one gets repaired and not replaced, because the wood finishing here and the design is very unique among all of the other ultra-modern properties here along the boardwalk. And that's going to do it for today's episode. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and make sure to leave any comments or suggestions down below in the comment section. And I'll make sure that I see you tomorrow.